When I breathe in, I'll breathe in peace. When I breathe out, I'll breathe out love. When I breathe in, I'll breathe in peace. When I breathe out, I'll breathe out love. When I breathe in, I'll breathe in peace. When I breathe out, I'll breathe out love. When I breathe in, I'll breathe in peace. When I breathe out, I'll breathe out love. When I breathe in, I'll breathe in peace. When I breathe out, I'll breathe out love. When I breathe in, I'll breathe in peace. When I breathe out, I'll breathe out love.
Please join me now in speaking together the words of our covenant. Love is the spirit of this church, and service is its prayer. This is our great covenant, to dwell together in peace, to seek the truth in freedom, and to help one another.
Recognizing there is human suffering all over this world in the course of natural and human catastrophes, we ring our gong today in honor of 3 such places of suffering and struggle. We ring our gong first, as we have since July of 2019, for those lives held and those lives lost in federal custody in our detention camps. For the over 500 children now permanently separated from their families, for all people held without charges in less than transparent or humane circumstances, in this repeat of some of the most shameful chapters in our nation's and our world's history of xenophobia, racism, and greed. We ring the gong 7 times for this week of days in which these deeds have been done in our name. We ring our gong additionally once for the losses this week to COVID-19. This last week, 66,615 people died of COVID-19 globally, 13,374 in the United States alone. We hold in our hearts all of these losses and all who continue to risk their lives to provide essential services for those who suffer from loss of job, who are especially vulnerable to the disease, and we name with gratitude all who are working to get the vaccine produced and distributed and administered around the world. Finally, we ring our gong once for the people of Texas, Oklahoma, Mississippi, and across the United States who've suffered this week from the consequences of freezing conditions and an especially brutal winter storm. For the more than 4 million people who've lived without electricity or heat, for the countless people without access to safe drinking water, magnifying existing disparities caused by poverty, racism, and COVID-19. For the more than 58 people who have died as a result of the storm. May we keep those who we have named and their loved ones in our thoughts and in our prayers. And may we ease the tide of human suffering this coming week, howsoever we can.
Let us enter together into a time of silent and spoken meditation. Aware that time set apart is precious, that this time, what some call worship, invites us to give our attention, perhaps our greatest gift, in regard, in reverence to the things of highest worth. To be in time set apart is to be in time differently, to be in our bodies a bit more fully, to be in the quiet that we know speaks loudly when we listen. We do this for its own sake, and also for what it sows in us, what we can then sow in the world around us. So let us sink into this time apart together, welcoming whatever it holds for us each and us all. Spirit of life, source of all. For whatever emerged in the silence, for those whispers and nudges, those louder insistences too, for the depth of knowing that is in each one of us, and for the deep that calls us further still, for the experience of connectedness shared even across physical space, for that which is ever adapting, renewing, and regenerating in and all around us. For all this, we give thanks. May this silence and all of this hour be in service of what restores, what saves, what fully honors life. May this time together support us in readying ourselves for the steadfast presence, the small, steady steps to which we are called. May we bring with us from this time apart the willingness, the resolve, and the deeper love at the heart of it all. For all this, and for the silent longings in all of us, we pray.
Elijah Rock, shout, shout. Elijah Rock, coming up, Lord. Elijah Rock, shout, shout. Elijah Rock, coming up, Lord. Elijah Rock, shout, shout. Elijah Rock, coming up, Lord. Elijah Rock, shout, shout. Elijah Rock, coming up, Lord. Elijah Rock, shout, shout. Elijah Rock, coming up, Lord. Elijah Rock, shout, shout. Elijah Rock, coming up, Lord. Elijah Rock, shout, shout. Elijah Rock, coming up, Lord. Elijah Rock, shout, shout. Elijah Rock, coming up, Lord. Elijah Rock, shout, shout. Elijah Rock, coming up, Lord. Elijah Rock, shout, shout. Elijah Rock, coming up. Elijah Rock, shout, shout. Elijah Rock, coming up, Lord. Elijah Rock, shout, shout. Elijah Rock, coming up, Lord.
Satan's a lure and a conjure too.
If you don't mind out, he'll conjure you.
If I could, I surely would.
Just stand on the rock where Moses stood.
Rock, Elijah Rock.
Shout, shout about Elijah Rock. We're gonna shout, shout about Elijah Rock coming up. Elijah Rock coming up. Elijah Rock coming up. Elijah Rock, shout, shout. Elijah Rock coming up, Lord. Elijah Rock, shout, shout. Elijah Rock coming up, Lord. Elijah Rock, shout, shout. Elijah Rock coming up, Lord. Elijah Rock, shout, shout. Elijah Rock coming up, Lord. Elijah Rock, shout, shout. Elijah Rock coming up, Lord. Elijah Rock, shout, shout. Elijah Rock coming up, Lord. Elijah Rock, shout, shout. Elijah Rock coming up, Lord. Elijah Rock, shout, shout. Elijah Rock, come.